The detonation is immense, a colossal energy release right at the warship's side. This is the final line of defense, a wall of incandescent fury designed to shred anything that gets too close. It connects in a massive fireball, engulfing the drone boat. For a moment, it seems to be over. This is the endgame, a 10-ton Titan throwing everything it has at a 10-ton problem that refuses to go away. This isn't an attacker, it's an arrow, fired from a bow miles away. The story always begins here, in the deceptive calm, on a sea of glass, under a sky of fire. The INS Leviathan, a fortress of steel and code, patrolling the world's most volatile artery. The digital heartbeat of a predator. Every system is green, every operator, a master of their craft. The charts are clear. The path is set. On paper, it's just another Tuesday. Its primary sensor sweeps the horizon, a silent guardian in the twilight. Deep below, the sonar listens to the whispers of the ocean. All is quiet. But the captain feels it, a pressure in the air, a static charge that doesn't show up on any screen. Out here you are an island, a single point of light in an overwhelming darkness. A flicker on the screen, a ghost in the machine. Too small to be a threat, too strange to be ignored. The captain's instinct screams, "Magnify that contact, now!" The screen is clear. For a moment there is nothing, a false alarm perhaps. And then the nightmare unfolds. Not one, not two, but a swarm. The command is given, the ship awakens, not with a roar, but with the cold, efficient click of 1,000 relays. Action stations. The two words that turn a crew into a single living weapon. On deck, the ship reveals its teeth. Hatches slide open. Systems come online. From the attacker's view, the prize is in sight. The Goliath is unaware of the swarm closing in. The first volley is away, a probing attack designed to test the giant's reflexes. Inside the Leviathan's nerve center, the incoming threats are just lines of code, and code can be answered. The Sea Dome system responds, the ship's immune system firing precisely calculated countermeasures. Each intercept is a perfect calculation, a life and death equation solved in milliseconds. The sky becomes a fireworks display of defensive fire. The first layer of the shield holds. But the captain knows, this was just a greeting card. The real invitation is coming. Now the full swarm descends, a coordinated, chaotic assault from all directions at once. Overwhelm the senses, saturate the defenses. There are too many targets coming from too many angles. A low-flying anti-ship munition skims the waves, a predator in its own right. The Leviathan responds with a shower of incandescent flares, creating false suns to fool the seeker. The munition is diverted, finding its end in a harmless flash of light. A small victory in a raging storm. But there is no time to breathe. Two more signals appear, attempting to exploit the momentary opening. The ship's defensive systems work in concert, a symphony of interlocking fire. One seeker is confused. The other continues its terminal path, a determined messenger. The last line of defense activates, the CIWS, the Vulcan, a weapon that fires faster than the human brain can think. The threat is shredded in mid-air, erased from the sky by a torrent of metal. One of the swarm boats makes a dash, trying to get under the umbrella of the larger systems. It has entered the final defensive ring, the zone where nothing is supposed to survive. The CIWS answers the call, a torrent of fire so dense it's less a stream of rounds and more a solid bar of energy. The vessel is neutralized, its charge stopped cold in a plume of sea spray and smoke. Another boat tries the same tactic from the opposite side, a testament to their relentless pressure. The ship's second CIWS performs the same brutal, efficient task. The shield holds on all sides. But this is what the captain feared. They are being distracted. Their resources are being drained on these smaller threats. A new signal, calm, quiet, unsettlingly different from the chaotic swarm. The captain's focus shifts entirely. Isolate that track. Give me everything you have on it. The data comes back. Its trajectory is perfect. Its speed unwavering. It's on a collision course. The horrifying realization dawns. It's an unmanned vessel, a ghost ship with a singular, grim purpose. The swarm was the distraction. This is the real weapon, the main event. The Leviathan's main cannon, a weapon meant for ship-to-ship combat, turns its attention to the tiny, determined target. The sound of the main gun is the sound of thunder. A heavy round is sent to intercept. The round finds its mark, a direct hit, but the target shudders and continues. Armored, designed not to fight but to endure, to absorb punishment until it delivers its payload. Again. A surface-to-air munition is launched, not at the sky, but horizontally across the water. It connects in a massive fireball, engulfing the drone boat. For a moment, it seems to be over. But out of the smoke, the shape emerges. Battered, burning, but still moving forward. It will not stop. This is the endgame. A 10-ton Titan throwing everything it has at a 10-ton problem that refuses to go away. The countdown begins, not on a clock, but in the rapidly shrinking distance between hunter and prey. Brace for impact. The command echoes through the ship, a final, stark admission of what's coming. Time slows down. The unmanned boat fills the view, a grim specter at the Leviathan's doorstep. A final, lucky round from the CIWS finds a critical component, a spark in the darkness. The detonation is immense, a colossal energy release right at the warship's side. The shockwave hits the Leviathan like a physical blow, a giant hand shoving the multi-thousand-ton vessel sideways. A hiss of steam, the sound of strained metal, the immediate violent aftermath. The captain is the first to his feet. Damage report, now. The ship's internal sensors light up with warnings. Breaches are reported. Pumps are working overtime. But the core systems are holding. The engines are online. The hull, though wounded, has not failed. The external sensors are blind. The ship's eyes and ears have been momentarily taken offline. And then the sun rises. The light reveals the Leviathan listing, scarred but afloat. The ocean is littered with the remnants of the swarm. The battle is over. The silence is deafening. Damage control teams emerge, their movements efficient, practiced. The work of recovery begins. Inside, the crew restores power, bypasses damaged circuits, and brings their ship back to life. The Leviathan begins to move, slowly at first, leaving the field of its trial behind. The wound is deep, A blackened crater on its side serves as a permanent reminder of the night's fury. It sails towards the dawn, a wounded warrior heading home. The captain stands on the bridge wing, feeling the morning air, a silent communion with his vessel. He looks forward, only forward. The past is a lesson, not a destination. The ship's flag, torn and tattered, still flies, a symbol of resilience. The sunrise paints the oil slicks and debris in beautiful, tragic colors. From below, the wound is a gateway for light, a stark illustration of the vessel's ordeal. The simple, mundane act of repair. A sailor tightens a bolt, a small act of defiance against the chaos. The look of exhaustion mixed with relief, the human cost of a mechanical conflict. The ship moves on and the Strait returns to its natural, indifferent state. Life returns. A seabird, unaware of the drama, reclaims its territory. The weapons are silent now, their barrels still warm, their purpose served. The slow, methodical return to normalcy. Coffee is brewed, damage is logged. A captain's pride, not in the fight, but in the crew that weathered it with him. The tension finally leaves his hands, the physical release after a long internal battle. Light cuts through the darkness of the ship's interior, a promise of a new day. The simple warmth of the sun on a sailor's face, a feeling of being grounded, of having survived. The ship and the sun seem to move towards each other, a meeting of the survivor and the new day. The radar sweeps, no longer searching for threats, but simply mapping the path home. From a distance, it's just a ship on the horizon. The epic struggle is now just a memory. The light passing through the flag's torn fabric tells a story no words can. The ship's wake is a temporary scar on the ocean's surface, a path leading away from the storm. The wake fades. The ocean heals itself instantly, leaving no trace. The Strait is as it was, majestic, timeless, indifferent. But for those who were there, the ocean will never sound the same again.